everybody. How you doing tonight? Woo! So, it's a special night for me. I'm actually here for my granddaughter as her show and tell project because I can't say no. She recently asked me, she said, Grambo, that's my handle. What is it that you do when we're not together and you're not fighting with mommy? Well, I do stand-up comedy. Oh, what's that? Well, I put on a lot of dark clothes and go out late at night, mostly to bad neighborhoods, and tell jokes. Oh, I got one for you. What goes snap, crackle, and squeak? Mice Krispies. You're hired. We're going to do the Disney cruise together. Late at night when I get up to pee, I sometimes make a pit stop at my computer to do some shopping. But the next morning when I wake up, I don't remember a goddamn thing. Something about the Ambien when you're on Amazon, it really greases the wheels. I don't feel a thing. It makes life so easy. But I'm out of control. My house is starting to look like Sesame Street threw up in it. Yeah, it's not good. And my daughter is going to have a fit when she finds out about this. I had 2 guys from Amazon come to the door last week, and one of them's like, "Where do I put the trampoline, man?" You just put it over by the water slide, but shh, don't wake the pony. Yeah, it's trouble. I wonder, is there a 12-step program? Maybe there is for this. So my daughter thinks that, a couple of wooden spoons should do the trick. And I'm going to have to hide all this stuff because if she finds out, I probably will get a timeout, and that's not good. She's an efficiency expert, and she's kind of a minimalist. So recently Kim Jong-un friended her on Facebook, and now he's got a giant picture of her hanging on his wall. So you never know what's going to happen. The kids are happy wearing their uniforms, and they're getting used to the idea of macaroni and kimchi. It's working out fine. When I get around my married friends, I feel like I'm missing a limb or something, It's just like married people want everyone to be married. I don't want to even speculate on why that might be. I was married twice myself, but I just never wanted anybody else to have, a really good time, so I couldn't stay married. But, termites actually mate and marry for life. Most people don't know this. Termites can live for 10 years. So when you see these little critters on your screen, there's a little termite guy going, "Hey, I like her. She looks good to me." But a couple inches away, there's one that's got slightly better wingspan. I think I'm going for her, especially if it's for life. It's all about the wingspan. So I have a cousin who meddles a lot. She means well. She's from Atlanta. So she called me last week and she said, "You just gotta meet Bernard. He's a wonderful man, and he's a widow." Ooh. Now, widow is code for a man who can't be alone for 2 minutes, who follows you everywhere like a rescue, but thinks that every woman wants to fuck him. So I said, "Well, I don't know." She said, "I showed him your picture. He was drooling already." Really? Because I've always dreamed of a man who can't control his dribble. Does that mean I could really get one of those? Yeah? Mm-hmm. She said, "You just gotta get it together. You just gotta grow up. You claim to love those grandkids. Why don't you get them a nice new grandpa? They could use one." Oh, well, I don't know about that. And then she hit me with the zinger. She's, "You know what? You don't want to die alone." Oh, really? How the hell do you know? I think you don't want me to dialogue, so you don't have to come and pick up the mess. Yeah. Now, this is hard to say because we're in Hollywood, but I'm going to tell you something. I hate the Hollywood Bowl. I just find the whole thing awful. I just, you know, it's an evening event, but you have to go there during the day. It's just endless. But I accepted the date to go out with Bernard because I wasn't sure I wanted to dialogue. So he picked me up. It was a hot, hot day, and well, he still had a couple of tufts of hair, you know, and 2 working legs. And I noticed that he was wearing a wedding band still, and I thought, I wonder if he killed her. Did he kill that wife? I think it would have made it more interesting if he had. So we got in the car. It was 2.5 hours to the Hollywood Bowl. And he immediately put on a Tony Bennett CD and sang the whole fucking way. I was getting really nauseous and car sick, and I wanted to get out of the car, but I thought, I'm in a moving car. I can't go anywhere. So I sort of inched myself over and I rolled down the window and, like a dog, Bernard is still singing. You know what? When dogs do that thing, it's not because they're loving the view. They hate their owner, and they're looking for a new one. We get to the bowl, and we're escorted to the box. The box, it's such a big deal. Everybody makes a clue, the box. And, oh my God, it was like really a box. It was like being in a holding cell or something. And then if you put those tables on top of you, the little eating tables, you need the jaws of life to get out of there. And I don't know why anybody likes it. So anyway, Bernard brought shrimp, and it was 90 degrees outside and horrible, and not the peel and eat kind. He brought the kind that you need to do surgery, and he wanted to hand me the scalpel to try it, and I thought, well, if he hands me the scalpel, I could be up for manslaughter, so I turned it down. I ended up going to the bathroom and calling Uber because I really wanted to leave. And that little wheel just spun around and around and around. Uber's line was busy. I know that's an old-fashioned term, but it's true. It must have been dump the date night at the bowl because a lot of other people must have been trying to do that. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with this. The good part of this date, which was horrible, was that at the end I thought, I don't give a shit about dying alone. In fact, I'm going to have to fake my own death just to get out of riding home with Bernard. Thank you very much.